My name is Michael Elliott Wordswamp, and I'm testifying on behalf of Jesus Christ. I I made a video about this before, but I uh I deleted it because it wasn't done well enough, and I forgot to upload it and make a new one. So uh I'm gonna testify about the time I tried to kill myself. Like I really tried to do it. I had been seeing demons for years. At this point, I was seeing demons for about 2 years, really hard. Like when you have schizophrenia, it's really a spiritual gift. You can see it in a video. I named it schizophrenia, uh, a God-given occupation. Um, so anyway, I was seeing demons. My first vision, testimonial number sign one, was when I was 19. But the visions got really, really, really strong when I was 21. When I was actually seeing demons in consciousness, and then when I was like 23 is when I tried to actually kill myself, and it was really bad. My demon attacks amplified beyond measure. Um, and it was terrible. I couldn't sleep. It was traumatizingly, petrifyingly terrifying. The Bible talks a lot about hellfire and how bad it'll hurt and how eternal it is, but and how demons are real and everything. But no one understands the terror, the petrifying trauma a person will go through the moment they see a demon. And in order for God to choose us for this, for when He chooses us because we're pure of heart, He can actually work with us one on one because He is holy. God is sickened with wickedness in such a way He doesn't even like to be around people that are wicked. Proverbs 6 says there are 6 things God hates, no 7 things that are an abomination to Him. The 7th thing that's an abomination to Him is a person who sows discord in a family. So it's revealing the spirit that lingers within that person, the life that's in that person, is an abomination to God. And God doesn't spend time or dwell around anything or anyone like that, spirits like that. And all humans have spirits. So anyway, uh, I'm off track. My point is I was seeing demons really, really bad. He amplified me in a way. He started stretching me, I call it, where he starts showing me really terrifying things in hell. And no matter who has schizophrenia, that happens, whether you discern what God's doing with you or not. It will get worse and worse. That's why people say schizophrenia gets worse. No, the spiritual gift just amplifies, and your fear tolerance stretches. Therefore, you can take seeing more and more terrifying demonic things. Um, so it was really, really bad. I didn't think I had a purpose in the world. I was like, there's no reason for me to live. Let me just kill myself and then go to heaven. I realized I could communicate. I thought it was God, but I was communicating with demons through light bulbs. Their spirits are attracted to energy. So are angels, like even like light bulbs and stuff. But I realized giving the light bulb attention and perfect faith, thinking it was God, I could ask it questions, and it would. When I first started doing it, it would blink twice. It would answer yes or no questions. It would blink twice for yes, once for no, and then as time went on, it amplified, and the light bulb would turn bright blue for yes and magenta pink for no. Uh, Nostradamus used to scry into bowls of water, and I did not know what scrying was. I didn't know that there was a word for it. I didn't even know it was a thing, but I was doing it for years and years and years beforehand, trying not to do it because the gift was so sensitive that I could, if I stared into a mirror for too long, not a black mirror, just a mirror, I would start getting visions in it. The same thing with reflections, bowls of water, candles, light bulbs. So I was talking to God. It was really demons and the devil through this light bulb, and I said, "There's no reason for me to live. Let me die." I was like all convicted about American concentration camps because I heard it from a friend. The devil was really, really playing with me with that, with paranoid schizophrenia. So, which is not a gift from God. Paranoid schizophrenia is just something the devil does to people, and I think God allowed me to experience that so that I could understand the great power that the devil has to be able to lie to us, with making you think the government's after you and all that stuff. But anyway, I couldn't take it anymore, so I was doing drugs. I was doing Adderall at the time. I was not doing Adderall. I was prescribed Adderall, but I was abusing it. And I was taking Klonopin to be able to go to sleep that I was not prescribed, that I got from friends. I had lorazepam, diazepam I was prescribed. I was taking Suboxone for heroin use way back when, but I had been sober for years and years already. So I had all these pills. I was on Seroquel, I was on Depakote, I was on a lot of other things. So I had a ton of pills. I knew with just a Klonopin I had that I could kill myself with it. It was I had like 3 2 milligram Klonopin, which really weighing 100 pounds. with no food in your stomach for 4 days would kill you, would totally kill you. So I said, okay, God, I'm gonna kill my. I asked the light bulb, God, can I kill myself and just go to heaven right now? There's no reason for me to live. Please forgive me. Just take me home. Like, can you just like pull some strings and do this for me? And the light bulb turned really, really bright blue. Like, yes, you can do this. You can kill yourself. Go ahead. I will take you up to heaven. I was getting visions as I was doing it. I saw a vision of the Virgin Mary in the corner of the room. Asshole. Excuse my language. Up in the left-hand corner of the room. There was a vision of the Virgin Mary, a veiled woman, and then I got another vision on the ceiling about over here, and it looked like, I thought it was my mom. It was a woman who, and her hair was flowing in the wind. Her eyes were white, but it was all comforting looking spirits. And then I'm getting attacked by demons at the same time. So there was demons about too, but I was getting a vision of the Virgin Mary. I see my mom on the ceiling, like a vision of her. It just looked like a woman with her hair flowing in the wind. She had white eyes. It was like a ghostly apparition, but it wasn't in the air. It was like on the ceiling. So I'm like, okay. So I took a Mach 3 and I pulled it apart, and I took a razor and I cut my wrists. I cut through my tattoos. Like, I really, really honestly wanted to do it. I wanted to die. I couldn't do it though. I could not go deep enough to make myself bleed a lot. I didn't want to get sick and like puke on myself or anything. So they needed stitches, but still, it wasn't enough to kill me. And I first took the pills. So this is the point of this video. I did try to kill myself. God did have a purpose for me. It was not God communicating with me through the light bulbs. It was demons. And I but what I took, with what I weighed, with how little food I had in my stomach, I hadn't eaten in 4 days. I weighed like 100 pounds. All I had was Adderall in my stomach. Oh, and I had two 20 milligram instant release Adderall left too. So what I did was um I took about, my stomach got full off of it, about 200 milligram Depakote. I took like 100 milligram Seroquel, which is nothing. You can't kill yourself on that stuff. It's an antipsychotic. And then I took about 10 2 milligram lorazepam. I had just got my script. I took 19 10 milligram diazepam. That should have killed me. And then I took about 3 2 milligram Klonopin. And then I took I had Suboxone, but they were strips. I can only fit 2 under my tongue. I thought this is gonna be enough to kill me. I took 2 strips, 8 milligrams, put it one on each side, and then I took the 40 milligrams of instant release Adderall I had left. I drank it all. I felt so full off of the pills. Like, I felt like I was gonna puke because I felt so full off of them, and I held it down. I drank a ton of water, and then I cut my wrists, and I wrote, "I'm sorry with love, but my time is worth more in heaven." I left suicide messages on my answering machine to 5 different people. One of them was a cop that got off work at 11 o'clock. I did this at about 10:30 in the morning, and I left the messages, and I went Indian style on my bed with my wrists in my lap. It was like white sheets. There was blood everywhere. It was pooling. There was definitely blood everywhere. And I wrote, "I'm sorry with love. My time is worth more in heaven." And then I remember locking my door. I lived in a rooming house. I locked my door before I didn't want no one to try to help me. I wanted to die, so I would go to heaven. But I locked my door. I promised that on my salvation. I locked my door. I remember specifically locking my door before I went in the bed. It was the last thing I did. And I sat Indian style and I passed out or something. But time like stopped, and everything, all the time went by. At about 11:30, my friend Tim got the message. He was a cop. At about 11:30, he got off work and came with a bunch of cops and paramedics to the room, and they opened up the door. I didn't hear them come in, but the door was locked, and they just went right through the door, like an angel unlocked the door or something. And I wake up, and there's paramedics all around me, and I remember I'm looking at them, and they don't know what I'm thinking, but what I'm thinking is, why am I not dead? This is impossible that I'm not dead right now. And I remember they're like, oh, just chill, just don't move. And I'm like moving the paramedic to my right out of the way so I can get off the bed. And I got off the bed, and I'm like this. I'm like walking, and it's like, it's blowing my mind that I'm like walking around. I'm like, why am I not dead? It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, I went to the hospital and they put me on more meds, and I felt like a zombie for like a month. Like a month. I was so tired. I could not eat. I was so tired. I couldn't even get up to eat. So, anyway, God does have a purpose for everybody. You just have to ask God what it is and humble yourself to Him and show Him that you want Him to be a part of your life. And you do that by forcing yourself to be a part of God's existence. By That's what faith is it's something you do. You should never be mad at someone because they have faith. Faith is not something that you just have. Faith is something that you do. You live by it. But anyway, God told me to testify about this because at least it could amplify people with faith. The fact that the door was unlocked, I swear on my salvation, I locked that door before I went in the bed. The pills I took, I had no food in my stomach, hadn't eaten in 4 days. I weighed 100 pounds, and I took all of those pills. I promise you that, if not more. But I felt full off of those pills. That's how much pills I took. Anyway, but God is real. The devil is real. Hell is real. Heaven is real. It's eternal. You're forgotten. And it's painful. Nobody cares that. No one in hell, nothing in hell cares that you're there. It's meant for punishment forever. If you serve the devil on earth, you'll serve him forever in hell. Life is not a game. Life is short. There is a meaning to existence. It's to find God. That's it. And you do that through Jesus Christ, the Son of God. It's the only way that you can get to heaven is through accepting Jesus. The Bible says if you deny the Son will deny you before the Father. Read the Bible to get to know God in Jesus. Go to a church, repent. The end is right now. Like it's now. There's not much time left. One of the greatest lies the devil tells you is repent tomorrow, repent tomorrow, repent tomorrow. And he'll tell an 80-year-old man that from the age of 20 until they die in their sleep. And the last thing they thought before they go to bed is, I'll repent tomorrow. They die in their sleep, they go to hell forever. The devil is all-knowing. It's omnipresent. It's definitely omnipresent. It's with everyone at once. And it's a perfectly evil imagination that lives like in our minds, all around us all the time. Read the Bible to get to know God. It is not like you're sleeping when your heart stops beating. And repent. It's vital to being a Christian. God bless.